Hi guys, and welcome back to my video. Beauty and Curls by Meg here, talking all things curly. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and follow for more. And if you're coming back for more, welcome back. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the things that I would never do to my curly hair again. So you could be making some of these mistakes. I made some of these mistakes myself, so I've learned from them and I would never do them again. So follow along and see what you think. Okay, so the first one is never clarifying my hair. I never used to clarify, or if I did, it wasn't often enough. This is the clarifying shampoo I like to use at the moment, Coco Eve Detox shampoo. So the benefits of clarifying your hair is so that it can remove all product buildup. It prevents scalp issues as well, enhance curl definition, improve your absorption for moisture, and also preparation for styling. It is definitely an essential step in your curly hair routine, and it helps with healthy hair, healthy scalp, and it helps for your products to work properly. And if you're wondering how often you should clarify, well, I clarify my hair every 3 washes or once a month. But that might be different for your hair type, and also if you use a lot of heavy products, you might need to clarify more often. Next, I would never deprive my hair from regular treatments, whether that's deep conditioning treatments or bonding treatments. This is the deep conditioner I like to use at the moment, Soothe and Restore from Treluxe. Deep conditioning regular is important for moisture retention, frizz control, enhanced curl definition, damage repair, detangling, preventing breakage, and helps in preparation of styling. And it just depends on the condition of your hair on how regular you should use a deep conditioner. In the beginning I was deep conditioning my hair once a week, but now I do it like every 2 to 3 weeks. And this is how I deep condition my hair. So I've applied it to my hair, and then I like to use it to detangle because your hair is fragile when wet, so having lots of moisture like a deep conditioner or any conditioner really, not just a deep conditioner, but it helps to detangle your hair. It's extra naughty this wash day though. Also, detangling your hair while having a deep conditioner on helps to absorb it better, it helps to distribute it better, and once you've brushed it you might find areas where you need to add a bit more deep conditioner where you've missed. And this deep conditioner recommends that you leave it on your hair for 15 to 20 minutes. So I like to use my turban towel, and this just helps from my hair dripping all down my neck. And the other treatment that I recommended was a bond treatment, and I do them regularly as well, and they help to strengthen and repair hair bonds. The next thing that I would never do to my curly hair again is dry it with a regular towel. Regular towels have a rough texture that can cause friction when drying your hair, so you might want to swap it to a microfiber towel. That's because they reduce friction, they're more absorbent, and they're more gentle at drying your hair. I just tend to have my microfiber around my shoulders. Next, I would never dry my hair before applying my stylers. Especially with a regular towel, it'd cause so much friction and dry out my hair. And you'll find that most products recommend styling on soaking wet hair. And this is my styler that I'm using, it's the serum from Treluxe. And the reasons why it's best to apply products to soaking wet hair is because it helps with product distribution, it helps with definition, locks in moisture, it's easier to detangle, and a big thing, it helps to reduce frizz. Wet hair is less prone to frizz because the hair cuticle is more closed, sealing in moisture and creating a smoother surface. Next, I would never have a straight fringe with my curly hair. I used to do this a lot when I was younger, just straighten my fringe and have the rest curly. And I think that was just another insecurity of having curly hair when I was younger and not knowing how to style it properly. Instead, I style my front pieces in a way that I like now, and with them being defined, it's a lot easier. I actually found footage of me in lockdown with a straight fringe. That's how recent it was. Next, I would never scrunch my hair whilst drying. There's a time to scrunch, so that would be at the beginning of your routine, before you start drying, and then after it's completely dry. Because if you scrunch whilst drying, that's just going to make more frizz and it's going to break up the cast that you've created with your gel. Next, I would never not scrunch out the crunch. This might be what your curls look like after drying your hair. It might still be wet looking, hard, crunchy, but you've got to scrunch out that crunch so it reveals soft, bouncy curls. And this is the hair oil I like to use. It's from Bouclem, and as you can see, I've only used a little bit, but I've had it for ages and I've used it lots because you only need a couple of squirts. Look, a little definitely goes a long way. So I just glaze it over my hair to start off with, get it all on, and then I start to scrunch out my hair. And you can scrunch it, you can clap it, you can get the hairdryer out as well. I like to get the hairdryer, and that helps to soften the curls and get rid of that crunch. And going back to that hair oil, it isn't needed to scrunch out the crunch. It simply helps with frizz so that it doesn't cause friction and frizz when you're doing it with bare hands. I do remember this one time when I was younger, I went to stay at my grandma's and me and my mum used to share our straighteners, so I couldn't take them with me. So I had to do my hair curly at her house and I put a boatload of mousse on and it was totally like, I just wanted them to look okay. And then after it was all dry, my grandma said, "Oh, your hair looks really wet." Little did I know that I had to scrunch it out. So once I've scrunched out all the crunch, I like to separate the curl clumps, and that helps to add volume to my hair and it helps to even it up as well, so you haven't got random ringlets. And is it just me, or is it really satisfying to separate the curl clumps and even satisfying watching it as well? Next, I would never cut my hair wet, so this is at the hairdressers as well. I'd never have a wet cut because curly hair tends to shrink as it dries, so you might be cutting off more than you need. And your hair acts differently once it's dry, so it's best to have a dry cut so you can see how it's going to be. Next, I would never straighten my hair constantly. I'd never straighten it every day or every week, even probably once a month if I was going to go back to straighteners, just because I know how long it takes to repair your hair again. And these are my results from not doing any of the things that I never want to do to my curly hair again. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope that you've taken some things away from this, some things that you definitely do not want to do to your curly hair, and some of the mistakes I used to make as well and you could be making. So if you've made any of these mistakes, just stop, because we are embracing our hair, we're looking after it. Thanks a lot for watching and I hope that you found it useful, and don't forget to like and subscribe and follow for more.